I'm excited. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not gonna walk the AZT anymore right now. I'll just have to give up. And
My name is Allie. In the last few years, I've discovered my love for hiking and backpacking. These are my stories of RV travel in search of warm sunrises, great sandwiches, and inspirational trails.
good morning. I am in Colorado. Meandering. Oh, that's pretty. I ended up staying at a campsite. It's a National Forest campsite called Target Tree. I'll tell you the story behind that later on, possibly. Right now I'm gonna hike. But there's an interpretive loop here, and it's very hard to follow. I think it's because nobody is ever out here, so it's a little overgrown. There's pine needles and oak leaves, pine cones, and actually a little bit of like stuff has grown in it. And I'm one to stay on trail. I don't want to go off trail very often in places that are highly populated, because you start to destroy this forest. But man, I can't help it. I've taken a few wrong turns. And this time it's not my fault. I can't follow the trail because it's overgrown. This is really pretty. This little walkway. That's cool. Pretty sure I'm on trail. I would be able to tell if I had a signal here. I don't. And I could use an app like AllTrails to probably follow the trail, but as you can tell, there's a highway down below. It's the Navajo Trail that goes between like Cortez and Durango, and it's a very popular highway apparently. Lots of cars and big rigs. So you can hear that. So it's not like I'm gonna get lost. The highway's right down there. The campground's right up there. I was told by the camp host that there's bear activity in the area. So I gotta use my hey bear skills often today. And it's rainy. It rained all night. So everything's wet, but not muddy, because there's pine needles everywhere. I love that. Anyway, enough of me. I can see the campground, so I know I'm going the right way. So this morning I was gonna do this little interpretive trail, which only had 2 signs so far. And then hike up this gorge. I think it's like a mile or so up to some railroad tracks. I'll have to film that. There's a sign up above. Because you know me, I forget where I'm going. I don't get lost, but I forget where I'm going. Anyway, I'm gonna keep walking. You know what doesn't help either? Is since I'm skirting around a campground, there's all these like offshoots from the different campsites where people have walked up into the woods and then they end. So I've followed a few of those, and then there's like a barbed wire fence and you go, oh, not going any further. So you backtrack. It's not like I'm going off a mile, I'm going off probably 50 feet. I don't even know if I'm on the trail. It's kind of funny. I do like to follow trails. I looked at the picture of the map. I think I'm supposed to be on the road now. It's a nice little saunter. Let's go follow a trail up. This is where I camped. I'm kind of leaning forward, but I had a good night's sleep, so, and my refrigerator works, so I'm good. It's a nice little campground. Let's see. There. There's a lot of tent campers, a couple of RVs. I saw an Airstream, trailers, pop-ups, all kinds. Different types of campers here. You have relative privacy. You can see there's a tent over there. There's tent campers down there. Up that way is tent campers and a pop-up. And then there's this massive RV down there. So the camp host has an RV as well. And then I do. Trail. But my curiosity is getting the better of me as to what that is. I think I see another roof. Huh. We won't go that way. It's probably private. Although they usually post private signs, right? Trail. Single track. Here we go. Hey bear! Hey bear! So I'm a little bit confused. I came out of that area right there. You can see there's rocks across the road. So you go straight and you come up this little walkway. Okay, trail goes. And then You think maybe it goes that way because I don't see any other way to go. There's maybe that way. That's where I came from. And we're not going that way. Are we? It's kind of confusing. I actually did go up that way, and it looks like a bunch of game trails because they abruptly end. I don't know. We could try this way a little bit, but this definitely doesn't look like a trail. Let's try it. There's no markers, unless I missed them. See this? No. That's definitely... Comes a car. Excuse me, that was a truck. No car can make it up that road. It was really muddy and slippery. As soon as I stepped in the mud, my shoes were filled with mud. I might just follow the road a little bit. I'm not sure where to go. I'm kind of disappointed because down below when I started the trail, it said 1.2 miles to, and it was like a railroad or something. And I'm only at 1.4, but I had already started with 0.8. So I haven't even gone 2 miles yet, if you do the math. But it's cool. Up here you can see the different roads along the mountains and stuff. And let me turn this around. Hold on. Can you see that truck in the distance? I don't know if you can see it over there. That is Forest Road 316, the one I was on yesterday. That got real muddy, and I'm glad I didn't go up there because it rained all night long, and now the roads are really muddy. My RV was actually kind of slipping. It got a little scary. So I'm road walking where that truck went in the same direction. And I'm picking up, oops, picking up mud. Mud's heavy. Oh, I guess I can go in the center here now. Anyway, when the trail came to the road, it was a bit ambiguous because, oh Lord, look at this. I'm taking pine needles with me. It was ambiguous because the stones that were set were right in the middle of the trail. So you don't know, do I go right or left? So I'm not in a hurry. I think I'm gonna walk this road till I hit about 2 miles on my walk, and then see where I come to. My guess is nothing, just more road. See what happens. Now my issue is I don't have a trail map. I have crappy cell service, so I couldn't access all trails to check the trails in the area and download the map is what I usually do so that I can follow it. I don't mind doing this. I love exploring the roads and the trails and such. And I'm tracking where I'm going as well through GPS, but so that I can just backtrack. But I need to switch cell service, and I haven't yet. So I'm up here with no service. I have a GPS emergency service, SOS, Garmin, whatever you call it, if I need it. But I don't think I will unless I get attacked by a bear. But yeah, that's usually what I do, is I download the trails in the area to my phone, and then you can follow them. They're on your phone. And I didn't do that. I didn't really have service to do that. As a matter of fact, when I drove into Cortez, I parked at a McDonald's so I could use the Wi-Fi to find out where to camp and possible trails. So let's keep walking. I stopped because I'm coming up upon like some big mud. So I backtracked. When you come up this trail, that's the one I came up from camp, and you come up and you immediately see this row of rocks, and that tells me to go on one side or the other. But then you see these rocks piled, so my assumption is you walk in between them, which is the dirt road. Okay, I walked up that dirt road for about a half a mile. I didn't see anything. So I remember just down the way was another trail actually. So let's go down there and walk that trail. So there's a trail I came up earlier, and I continued here to that road. It's just a few hundred yards or so, not even that. But when I came up, I noticed this trail, and I didn't bother following it. But I think I am going to follow it down this way a little ways. The only thing is, it's out in the open, and the sky looks like this. But I think it'll be fine. So what I thought was going to be just a trail, which you can kind of see it over here on this side. Let me get on it. You can kind of see like this is kind of a trail, but it's pretty obvious this used to be just, I believe, a road, but it's not used anymore because there's other roads around here. This one just isn't used. There's a lot of service roads up here, so it could, I don't know. You firemen out there, if anybody that watches my videos is a fireman, is this kind of a fire break? Does it serve as that? It's an interesting walk. This is where I'm going to stop. Right up there, you can probably see a road up there. No, I'm looking at the sky. No, right there or so is Route 316. But I think I'm going to stop and go back. Maybe saunter somewhere else. So I kind of walked up. I'm pointing, like as if you can tell. I kind of walked up like an old road. Seemed to be a cow trail. And then decided to come back down. So I'm going back down right now. And I ran into a couple ladies and I asked them if they have a trail map by any chance, and she said no, but she started naming roads and stuff like 160 and Cherry something or other. But the road where the trail ends is actually the railroad grade road. So kind of walked on it for a little while, and it was super muddy anyway, so I guess that's where I was supposed to be. I have to admit it is kind of fun meandering in the woods a little bit, following the animal trails and stuff until you can't. I kind of like it. So, but that doesn't help you guys to know which trails to go on, does it? But if you're in this area, hold on, my arms get tired. If you're in this area, this is a really nice walk. It's a beautiful area. If you have a four-wheel drive, the roads out here are pretty fun, it seems, not for an RV. Good camping, good dispersed camping that I've seen so far. People are really nice. You Yeah. I should stop talking to the camera and pay attention. Yeah. So I'm pretty much at the RV. I'm really disappointed in myself. That sign says, and all I had to do was check my pictures. It says railroad grade, right? Whatever it said, 0.6. I hit that. But there's an aspen pond. What? I would have walked to that. I better pay closer attention. Anyway, I had a nice walk. There she is. Good morning. I'm in Durango, Colorado. Well, I just have to walk to the RV. Let's hope everything's still intact down there. There she is. All safe. No tickets.